Welcome back, everyone, to Jula's Discovery Arc. Now, we have a few more missions of this. This is we have 7 left, so let's get this done.
A research team is analyzing spore colonies in the Donatu system. Their facilities are on a small moon there, but it's practically defenseless. Considering recent events, the Alliance wants to change that, and soon. They want us to go to Donatu and deploy defense satellites in orbit around the moon. Hopefully that will discourage anyone looking to harass the researchers or steal the spores.
Okay, this is a patrol mission. This will be quick. Oh, see me.
We're in luck. We made it here before Jula. Let's get to work. Starfleet is studying a spore colony on the planetoid ahead. It's a scientific research facility. No weapons, shields only. If Jula or her lackeys come to visit, they'll be sitting ducks. Fortunately, we're here. We're carrying some defense satellites in the shuttle bay. Deploy them at key defense points, and Jula will be in for a nasty surprise if she decides to raid this spore colony. Alachi fleet dropping out of warp. They're arming weapons. Okay, let's have a look. Sensors online, weapons active, shields at full. Good. Defense Satellite Alpha is open and ready for business. May it never fire a shot. We've got more work to do here. Let's get the next satellite in place. Satellite Gamma online while we can.
Okay, this one should get online. It's a patrol mission, so it shouldn't take that long. I'm not a big fan of the patrol missions.
I was afraid of this. More launches. They're hitting satellite Alpha again. Going after satellite Delta.
These advanced ships combined, very powerful.
Satellite Gamma is damaged. Can you repair it? Getting lots of good data coming in from the satellites. Looks like they're green across the board. Donatu Station sends their regards. There's a few dozen people down there who will sleep a little easier tonight thanks to our efforts. The Alachi, the Ferengi, the Orions, and hey, let's not forget about Jula. Anyone tries to make a play for the Spore Colony, they're gonna regret it. But I digress. As much as I'd like to stick around and see what the researchers are up to, there's more work to be done.
True, more work to be done. So that was quick. 10 minutes it took.
I'm picking up a distress signal from the Kern system. Kumarke's there with the Lucari research group. They were studying spore colonies in that system, but now I'm thinking they're fighting for their lives against House Mokai. We should give the Lucari a hand while we can.
Huh. I wonder if this is another patrol mission, because it seems there's a lot of patrol missions here. Let's see, That's Ducard Prime, okay. Let's see, reputation, need new, whatever. Or that's not quick. 19 hours. There we go. And how is my status with them? Okay, and I should get a new skill soon. I'm not gonna buy out a deal, just let it become normal. Let's see. I get this personal shields. But when I get this, I get enhanced shields. Yay! I can buy some good stuff. No, this is what I want. No. Okay, where is this place? It's right around here. Not here. Oh, here. It is a patrol mission. Okay.
Good to see you, my friend. As you can see, I'm in the middle of a firefight once again. That said, I can't think of anyone I'd rather have at my side during such an ordeal. As am I. In spite of our mission being scientific in nature, the rogue Klingons attacked us all the same. I suppose they thought we'd be easy prey. I'm happy to say their logic was tragically flawed. We can ponder their motivations further once the shooting stops. For now, I believe we should focus our attention on putting a stop to their attack. Sensors are clear, for the moment. I'm afraid I have some bad news, however. 2 of our ships were studying the nearby rift into the mycelial network when the Klingons attacked. While I'm still showing them on sensors, they're not responding to our hails. I fear they're in danger.
That rift's unstable. We need to hurry, or those ships won't make it.
Klingon vessels are warping into your position.
Thank you for coming to our aid. Some sort of energy surge erupted from the rift and hit us. We lost main power, sensors, everything. If you arrived a few minutes later, it would have been over for all of us. Needless to say, any assistance you can offer us now will be greatly appreciated.
I'm not care about the lockboxes right now. If I had enough Zen for keys, I'd get them. So I can open and get a new ship. This ship really needs to be replaced. I can find a new one later.
Truly, the blessings of Lucar are upon us this day. Thank you. Our sister ship was hit by the energy surge as well. I will not abandon the Foot or her crew before returning to safety.
Okay, where is the ship? Oh, it's over there.
Our systems are coming back online nicely. My thanks to you and your crew. At the risk of looking impatient, may I suggest we move to safer surroundings? There's no telling when this rift will surge once more, and then all 3 of our ships will be stuck like Gretloons in a snare strip.
Under the circumstances, I think it'd be a good idea to learn so far and close the rift up while we can. The longer it stays open, the more chances we have of pissing off the Alachi or the Jacet or a roving tardigrade. You see where I'm going with this?
If you feel that's for the best, well, so be it. We'll watch your back while you make that happen.
That's one less rift to worry about. Let's regroup with Kumarke.
Bad news, I'm afraid. Klingons are approaching our position.
It hit me hard, and I just kept flying. means of focus and involvement.
I think that was the last of them. It appears Jula and her forces have been stopped once again. Though she is quite determined, they may well return here to pursue their mischief once more. Indeed. In the meantime, we'll remain here to complete our research. Safe travels to you.
Starfleet's been reading a lot of Klingon ships operating near the Briar Patch. Normally, I wouldn't be too concerned, but there's a spore colony in there. If any of those Klingon ships belong to House Mokai, then Jula might have a harvesting operation in there too. Dangerous as it is, I think we need to go see what's going on inside the Briar Patch.
So a lot of these are patrol missions. Also, the Briar Patch? Oh, great. I can blow everyone myself up again if I want to. I think these are patrol missions. That might just end faster. Within the Briars. Yes, it's a patrol mission. Oh well. Normally I don't do these, but I just figured, I need the marks
I'm picking
anyway,
up signals
so why not?
from automated harvester units. It's Mokai Tech. They're processing spores here.
Thank you for blowing me up, ships.
I'm picking up a lot of Metreon gas pockets out there, too. If we get into a fight, watch your fire around them. One hit can set one of them off, and the resulting explosion could be deadly, even to a starship. I'm betting the Mokai will come after us after we take out their tech. Stay sharp. Shutting that thing down will be easy enough, but I'm concerned about the radiation it's been emitting into the spores. I'd like to neutralize that before taking the harvester tech offline, if you don't mind. Letting it linger could lead to serious side effects within the mycelial network. Watch it! Mokai attack ships just dropped out of cloak!
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
That was fast. Predictable, but fast. Klingons. A lot more Klingons. We're in trouble.
Alliance message. We are here to revive enemy.
Looks like the Alachi are on our side for a change.
Oh, the Alachi are here. Nice. That was weird. Why did I suddenly get shot? That quickly. Whoa.
Target's shields have failed.
Fire patch is not nice. Haha. What is possible?
You should try. I think we might make it. let's shut down the last harvester before the Alachi get nervous. That was something. Still debating whether it was terrifying or gratifying or both, but it was something. We'll want to keep an eye on this system until the whole Jula situation is dealt with. I wouldn't put it past her to send more ships and more harvesters once she thinks the coast is clear. There's a Starfleet distress signal coming from the Kinger system.
Oh,
The
another patrol
USS
mission.
Birmingham was investigating pirate activity in the area while on patrol. There's a large concentration of spore colonies in that system. If pirates are in the spore business now, we have a new problem to deal with. We better see what's going on there. Pirates, it's hairy mud all over again.
Harry Mudd was a pirate in Discovery? In the original series, he was just an idiot. Interesting. I don't remember him being a businessman and also kind of a stupid fool as well. Now I can release these
Looks like there was a fight
ships
here
and
recently.
not get
I'm not picking up any House
blasted by
Mokai
them.
ships on the sensors, though. If they're here, they're under cloak.
Good to see you. Admiral Cabret, at your service. As you can see, we're dealing with an unexpected breakout of hostilities here. We came here to determine the status of a rather unusual variety of spore. As we were getting our bearings, a Ferengi marauder dropped out of cloak and unleashed hell.
A Ferengi?
Afraid so. Fortunately, the Carter and Shurgat were able to respond before the Ferengi finished us off. Once they arrived, the Daemon pursued the better part of Valor and went back under cloak. Now that you're here, I believe the Ferengi will cut and run, assuming they're still out there hiding.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm reading low-level radiation coming from a nearby asteroid. I think your Ferengi is out there harvesting spores, Admiral.
Take the Carter and Shurgat with you. The Ferengi will think twice about attacking a group of ships. And you might be able to put an end to all this without firing a shot.
The Carter is ready to assist you.
Yes, even the Ferengi
the way.
can cause
Shurgat
problems.
follow.
Because Ferengi...
Reading a single Ferengi vessel, Marauder class. They've decloaked.
I thought I made myself
hello,
clear to that
Damon.
woolly-faced Starfleet Admiral. This salvage is mine and mine alone. Now run along before I'm forced to damage that pretty ship and take it as a prize. After all, even a damaged ship of that class will fetch a fine pile of latinum. That's what you get for doing your own thinking, friend. Allow me to show you the error of your ways. Leave enough of their ships for
You're an Empire.
news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first? Bad news, the Ferengi managed to harvest a spore colony from the asteroid before we arrived. He's got more than enough to make our lives difficult if he sells to Jula. The Ferengi ship just dropped out of cloak, and by the look of things, they're suffering a full propulsion system breakdown. No impulse, no warp, thrusters only. So, how do you feel about taking those spores off their hands?
Before you start, let me remind you that I have what you want, and it's one button press away from disintegration. My ship might be a mess, but my personal phaser works just fine. You beamed out my spores! Not one, not some, but all my spores! I'm ruined! Oh, I don't suppose you're interested in a very promising business opportunity on Ryza? Beachfront property?
We've got company, angry company. They're targeting us and the Ferengi.
Oh, Mokai!
You treacherous! First by the minute! Some people. Do they not know the 16th rule of acquisition? A deal is a deal! Ah, but you're not a barbarian like those... Never mind. You've got class, I can tell. Now, don't be so hasty, my classy, well-armed friend. Before you haul me off, let me tempt you with a one-of-a-kind offer. That Ryzian timeshare I mentioned earlier, plus a full barrel of Tranya. 2386 vintage. That's easily worth my weight in latinum. Oh, I have a tunic worn by James T. Kirk, mint condition, no rips.
You have a tunic? How would you get
Birmingham
that?
is ready for action, and not a moment too soon. It looks like Madron's treacherous friends are coming back for a rematch.
I can honestly say I had nothing to do with these ships coming to kill us. They're doing it all on their own. You aren't going to let them kill me, are you? I'm helpless. You have to protect me.
So he's bringing with the parents and the phone. Okay. senses.
Congratulations, Jack.
Well fought indeed. Don't think twice about coming after us again. I'll let Alliance Command know what happened here today. If Jula or any of Modron's friends try to harvest the spores in this system, we'll make sure they have a nice welcoming party waiting for them. Modron's on his way to a Federation holding facility. We will make sure he faces justice for what he's done here today. Rest assured. Your work is done here. We'll take care of the wrap-up. Cabret, out.
And now, the final 2 missions.
The Klingons think House Mokai forces are up to something in the
Oh, wait,
Umaga
not yet.
system. I understand
One
there
more
was a
patrol
problem with
mission.
the
Looks like
planet
then
killer
we're done
in
with
system a while
this
back.
arc.
Interesting. Oh, where was I? Right, Imaga. In addition to a lot of debris and the ruins of this planet killer, there are spore colonies there. And House Mokai is probably harvesting them, so we should put a stop to that real soon.
And then, I only have 2 arcs left. Klingon Civil War and Terran Gambit. I wonder if this one's finished yet. I don't know if it is or not. Here we go, right here.
Getting some unusual readings from the spore colonies in this system. They're mutating at an accelerated rate, absorbing and emitting some nasty radiation as they do so. Right, well, the spores are growing on the debris of this doomsday machine, which is where all of that radiation is coming from. This is a problem. The radiation is bleeding into the mycelial network through the spores. It'll cause serious damage if we don't deal with it soon. Hate to say it, but we need to cull the mutated spore colonies before the damage to the network is too great to reverse. We do not want to get hit by those radiation missiles. Trust me. Watch out! Mokai Raiders on an intercept course. Let's deal with the next spore colony before the Mokai send reinforcements. Colony neutralized. Let's head toward the next one. Picking up Mokai ships on long-range sensors. We're about to have company.
Destroy these fools and take back what is rightfully ours! Comply! We'll bring this dawn to be honorless rebel for the Empire!
Rivals are on our side.
Glorious! Did you see how Jula ran like a scalded Targ? She is not Klingon, and a disgrace to the memory of her honorable brother. We shall remain vigilant.
If the coward Jula shows her hideous face here again, I will finish what we started here this day. I will send her, screaming, to the gates of Grethor!
Is it me, or do most forms of Klingon justice ultimately end with screaming in Grethor? You know, never mind. I think I know the answer to that. Look, as long as House Mokai isn't polluting and destroying the mycelial network, I'm good.
And there we go. Now it's time to finish the arc.
The long-range sensor arrays in the trailer
hello,
system went
Seven.
offline recently. Last thing they picked up before that happened was a Borg scout ship. I'm heading to Trailus now to investigate. If this is the beginning of a new Borg incursion, I could use some backup. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Ah, she looks like the 7 of 9 Picard.
Until next time. Thanks for coming. Been a while. You look well. Considering what I hear about your exploits, that's an impressive feat. Back to business. Spotting a Borg scout here made a lot of people nervous, and with good reason. So, some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of evidence from the sensor logs to turn over to Alliance officials. Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting Borg. Beam me over and we can sort out the details. With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly. Good. Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security protocols. Hold on. Are you seeing this? The long-range sensors just lit up like a Dabo table, reading a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's overriding all our control systems, attempting to bypass.
If they say, when are we? I'm gonna go nuts.
Oh, that was unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties. Scanning. This is unexpected. According to astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Trailus to the Excalibur system. Here's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Some sort of morality test.
I remember that episode. That wasn't a good one.
Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a ractogeno and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure. Hail them and see what they want. I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answers soon.
We are receiving your signal.
Oh!
On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome. My name is Abraham Lincoln. Some time ago, I met and fought beside members of a Federation starship crew.
Under the circumstances, we felt a somewhat familiar face would make this encounter more agreeable. That is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. We prepared a meeting ground on the surface of Excalibur. It meets your needs for atmosphere and climate, as I understand them. Will you join us there?
Are we gonna do battle for that stupid god down there again? I remember that episode. I enjoyed that episode, but it's kind of weird to do it again.
Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Oh, you! Hello, Big Rock Man.
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Hello. Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's putting it mildly.
You have questions. I will attempt to clarify our intentions. In this trial, you will be accompanied by associates that we have created for you. You will confront a variety of situations in opposition to evil forces. Your actions will be judged, as will those of your opponents. The prevailing concept will guide us as a people. We shall pursue the virtues of good, or the vices of evil.
Huh. I'm not surprised they still want to do
We
this,
find
but
violent
Clark's
conflicts
not alive
produce
anymore.
pure examples of good and evil. They provide the best results to evaluate and judge. Failure to participate will be seen as your endorsement of the supremacy of evil. The trial will then conclude with a judgment in favor of evil, and our subsequent pursuit of the concept as a guiding principle. The trial awaits you. Proceed through the portal behind me when you are prepared.
I think we need to be cautious when dealing with the Excalbians. They're a lot like Q, minus a sense of humor. Fashion sense could use a little work, too. For now, I say we play their game and stay in one piece. Look for opportunities to swing things in our favor. Our new teammate here might have some insight into the situation as well.
Michael Burnham, of the USS Discovery. Judging by your uniforms, I'd say I'm in the future. The last thing I remember was preparing for battle with my crew, and the crew of the Enterprise. Since we're having this discussion, I'm guessing we won that fight. My apologies, my memory's a bit fuzzy. Possibly a side effect of whatever brought me here. Over 150 years.
I like that they're trying to say that Discovery happened 150 years ago.
I'll catch up later. Assuming we get to this trial in one piece.
What happened to the technology that of the ships of Discovery? I actually want to see a story of this, a reason why the stuff now, like in Deep Space Nine, why they were and so forth, they did not have the ships. And they're trying to connect this now. And if they probably could find a way to make it work. Hopefully they could find a way
to address your original question. I wish I had all the I know as much as you do.
Because a ship like Discovery,
Going through this trial will
transporting
give
like
us the
it
chance
could,
to conduct
because I
some
saw that
tests of our
episode
own.
when I was in the hospital.
Learn more about them and the situation here.
It just made no sense that this kept transporting like that. I know it's a
Take
time
heart,
thing.
my friends. Yarnik has a forceful personality, but his voice is not the only one heard here. There are many ex-Calbians who would embrace virtues before vices. Well said. And as one of your allies here, I have a warning for you. The trials are drawn from your past experiences and records.
Past
But
experience.
they will
Does that
not
mean
be
I'm going to be facing
identical
Iconians?
recreations. There will be alterations to test your responses and those of your opponents. Expect the unexpected. Please accompany me.
So that means I'll be facing the Iconians again.
Beyond that portal, the first trial awaits. Good luck, my friends.
Wait,
My
what?
tricorder's showing a Class M tropical biome.
The Romulan?
By the look of things, this world is under attack.
The
I'm reading a
Romulan
lot
story
of
arc.
weapons fire from several locations in the area.
This is a safe position for now, but that could change soon. We need to get to cover fast. I see a plaza ahead. And casualties. Enemy forces may be in the area.
Yes. Why we are back in this arc, I have no idea.
This didn't happen long ago. Some of the bodies are still warm. When did this take place, originally? I don't recognize the uniforms on these Vulcans. Romulans? You're serious? Those are Romulans. This is a lot to take in. The Romulans are... I clearly have a lot of catching up to do. But the middle of a war zone isn't an ideal place for a history lesson.
These Romulans are Tal Shiar, members of a covert military intelligence force. Their list of enemies is long. Any number of them could be responsible for this attack.
I'm also reading trace amounts of several exotic particles in the area. Antiproton, tachyon. Whoever else was in this fight used some extremely advanced weapons.
Makes sense. The Iconians were allies of the Tal Shiar at this time, and they were probably fighting at their side. This may be one of the unexpected changes Lincoln warned us about. Iconians arriving here early.
So I am going to be facing Iconians.
Some kind of constructs.
Yep,
They're using
Iconians.
anti-proton weapons.
Heralds. Good sign.
Those were Iconians?
Heralds are augmented servants of the Iconians. They were used primarily as shock troops. We've encountered them before, but if they're here now, things are worse than expected. There's a tactical force field blocking our way. That looks like the emitter over there. Should be simple enough to destroy it. Tal Shiar and Heralds fighting Riemann combat squads. Wonderful.
So, these Remans, they're on our side. Good to know.
You there! I would speak with you.
Oh, hello, Basek.
Your timing is fortuitous, my old friend. My resistance forces are closing in on Hakiv's laboratory, but he has opened an Iconian gate. The Iconians have sent their minions to aid Hakiv, but all is not lost. We can still stop them. The lab is not far from here. If we can fight our way past the guards, we can put an end to all this, and Hakiv.
Looks like there's another tactical force field blocking the way. This Hakiv really doesn't want to be interrupted, does he?
It may not be in an obvious place. Check the nearby buildings and rooftops.
Excellent. Hakiv has holed up in the south like the cornered vermin he is. Once we're near his position, I can set up a jamming field to prevent him from beaming out. Then we can bring him to justice, and...
You might be able to block transporters, Obasek, but I doubt you can block a functional Iconian gate. As long as that remains open, Hakiv will be able to escape. Deal with the gate first, then you can talk about justice all you want.
Ambush! Look out!
So good of you to join us today. I've dreamed of ridding the galaxy of your stench for some time. And now, with the Iconians at my side, that dream shall become a reality.
This ends now, Hakiv. No amount of Iconian or Tal Shiar scum will stop me.
We have bigger problems. The Iconian gate is still online, remember? Hakiv can bring in Iconian reinforcements as long as it is.
Then let's shut it down. Keep Hakiv and his forces busy while we work, or this trial will end real soon. And not in our favor.
Taking fire over here. Taking fire over here.
has a stealth field. Spread out. Find him.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything.
I don't care. Blood calls for blood, Hakiv.
No, not like this. You're better than this. If you do this, it won't be justice. It'll be murder. You don't have to do this.
He must pay for what he's done.
All right, what's the call? Help Obasek or catch Hakiv?
Obasek's in bad shape. He needs field surgery right now, or he's not going to make it. I can't do this alone. I need your help to save him.
Hakiv's getting away. If he leaves through a gateway, he could return with enough Iconians to finish us off. Do you want to pursue him?
Rest easy, friends. This part of the trial has reached its conclusion. There's a portal nearby. Use it to return to Yarnek. He wishes to review the results of the trial.
Was that the Borg?
At a critical moment, you move to save Obasek's life. Because of this, Hakiv escapes and convinces the Iconians to pursue a scorched earth assault on their enemies. Millions more die in the following war as a result. An intriguing choice, to be sure.
To callously leave an ally to die upon the battlefield is not the mark of a strong soul. Saving the life of a comrade in the fight against evil was a brave and noble act, one worthy of praise rather than scorn.
The trial continues. Proceed through the nearby portal when you are ready to begin the next evaluation.
Come this way for your next trial.
We have unfinished business to it.
Okay. I'm gonna keep this up until I'm done. What's the next place we're going?
Any idea where we are? I haven't seen anything like this.
The Krenim in the Temporal Core?
Yes, some of this tech is very advanced, most likely from the future. Anorex was heavily modified after a scientist named Noy stole it from Kiana Station. Damage control teams. This ship's been in a rough fight.
This looks like some kind of command station.
Secure the area. We might be able to find useful data here.
Becomes impatient. Despite her successful recovery of the Tox Utat, and the restoration of the Nakul star. She wants more. She wants revenge. It is tempting to use the Tox Utat on Sol, on Vulcan, on every star in the Alliance, but I have a better use for it at Procyon 5. Nakul vengeance shall have to wait. My plan to recruit Admiral Lita to the Temporal Liberation Front was a success. Keeping her loyalty, however, is quite challenging. Like so many Terrans, her dreams of empire are strong. As long as those dreams remain in her reality, our partnership shall continue. The moment her dream takes hold in our reality, my reality, then the honeymoon, as they say, is over. The petty squabbles over the Tox Utat have become tiresome. First Krog, and now Azure and Boratus. They growl and demand and threaten to depart over the artifact like petulant children. If it were not a critical element of my plans, I would have left it on Ryza, along with the corpses of Picard and his charming thief. The Sphere Builders grow suspicious of my inquiries. I believe they begin to realize what my ultimate goal is, what I shall do once this war is won. Today, at Procyon 5, I will undo what the Alliance has done to them, to me, to my family. I will bring back my wife and child. All of this is for them, and no one will stop me.
Funny, I've been to Procyon 5. It's unremarkable. In our time, at least. Looks like things change considerably in the next century. And on the bridge of the enemy flagship, no less. Judging by the look of things, the battle may not be going well for this Temporal Liberation Front.
We should leave. By now, we've been detected by their security systems. And I'd rather not be around when they send combat teams to retake the bridge.
There's a turbo lift down this way. This door here.
I'm detecting a massive buildup of temporal energy ahead.
Yeah, along with multiple life forms, all armed.
Nice try, but you're done here.
Lovely. I knew I would have issues like this because I don't have the best of stuff for it.
haven't seen the last of me!
I see him. Noise on the upper platform. Waste time as you see fit, but we will not.
This game can get very unfair sometimes. It gets annoying. Oh well. I need a new build, I guess. Wow, that... She's a nasty attacker. There we go.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
Oh, you do. The two from that one episode of Picard. On Risa. Yes. I figured I'd be facing all of them. Again.
Here to parley? Or shall we just start shooting at one another? You. Apparently Daniels hasn't grown weary of plucking you out of time and sending you to Vector. How many times have I killed you now? 4? 5? Honestly, I've lost count. It doesn't matter. Before I kill you, again, understand this. After today, the Alliance ends forever, and you with it. Daniels won't be around to save you this time. I will fight this battle again and again until I stand victorious!
I understand the need to bring back the ones we've lost.
Living in the past is an exercise in futility, anyway.
I will not be defeated! I control time itself!
At least he doesn't reset. I'm sure someone's watching me and going, "Oh, you are horrible at this game." I'll be honest, I kinda am. And I don't know the best builds and stuff. I don't know how to min-max. I find min-maxing boring in the game, but this is me.
Enough! I will erase you all!
You can't control time! If anything, time controls us.
Deep, but wasted on him. His grief blinds him to things like logic and truth.
So close! I won't let you win! core is ready, I end you and take my ship back in time.
You cannot stop our plans!
The primary! Oh no! Wow, he's painful. So much crap.
No! I've come too far. This time I'll make sure you're never born. Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle.
No! Husband, please! You don't have to do this.
How can this be? You were lost.
I'm here now, husband.
A changeling?
Cloud.
Of course, this war needed to end, Noi.
Before it consumed us all.
Well, hello, female changeling. Where is she at? No, she isn't.
Noi was a danger to all life, even in the Dominion. I could no longer sit back and watch as the Alliance failed to stop him. Time and time again. So, I have done what you could not. Now, we must destroy this vessel, so it can never be used again. Let us end this war, once and for all.
She's got a point. Without Noi, without Anorex, the TLF will lack the power and leadership needed to fight the Alliance. The war will end. Who knows, maybe there'll be a chance at a lasting peace this time. Stranger things have happened.
The situation could have been avoided. He was finished. You didn't need to execute him. Maybe we can still do this the right way. This is a time ship. We should be able to generate a localized temporal spike and send ourselves back to a point before this whole situation goes too far. Let's finish this without resulting to cold-blooded murder.
You have chosen wisely. I am pleasantly surprised. I have much to discuss with the leaders of the Alliance. Steps must be taken to protect the timeline from criminals like Noi. For you
the war is over. Return to your ships. I suspect we shall meet again. And
I believe that will be enough for this trial, my friends. Yarnik awaits our return. He will, no doubt, have things to discuss after observing your actions here. Let's return.
When it comes to Noi, it would have been best to do it that way, but Noi got on my nerves a lot when they first did that, so I was like, let's not allow that.
In allowing the murder of Noi, you made him a martyr for his cause, and the temporal war continues. Noi's followers go on to destroy the homeworlds of every Alliance member in antiquity. With no opposition, they become the dominant force throughout space and time.
The loss of Noi was tragic, to be certain. But the risk of losing countless more to temporal manipulation was too great. In his madness, Noi's pursuit of vengeance would have laid waste to many a world. Bringing an end to that insanity was a mercy.
Your participation in the trial has been informative thus far, but we require more data to make our decision. Another scenario has been prepared. Enter the portal when you are ready to begin.
This way.
Now, what is this gonna be?
This place isn't familiar. Either of you know where we are?
I know where we are, I just don't know when. Knowing that's gonna make all the difference here, believe me. Let's take a look at those consoles and see if there's any useful information in them.
Science officers. ESOF 4 was a test site for Section 31's Project Daedalus.
Oh, this is the Discovery episode.
The planet's
Yes, I believe it is.
toxic to most life forms.
Oh, so Section 31? Been a while since I heard that name.
We set up a plasma reactor to power the phase discriminators will need to capture the Red Angel. If the plan works, that is. If it doesn't, this may be my final log entry.
This is a recent entry, but the area is deserted. We need to know more.
Science officer's log. Control found us. We fought valiantly, but Discovery wasn't a match for Control's Section 31 ships. What's left of her crashed, not far from here. Somehow, Saru and Tilly were able to transfer the sphere data to this location. But it's only a matter of time before Control figures that out and comes to collect its prize. I need to get the sphere data somewhere Control can't find it. To do that, I need the Red Angel. But the thing is, I can't trap the Red Angel without help. So I can only hope that someone from Discovery has survived. And they make it here before Control does. If Tilly was here, she'd be a font of optimism. But I know what that atmosphere can do. I don't think anyone else is going to make it. Logic suggests that I take steps to destroy the sphere data before it's too late. For now, I'm sticking with optimism. As Spock would say, there are always possibilities.
Everything matches up to the point where Discovery crashes. That's where things change, and for the worse. Judging by the lack of survivors present, I think we have to finish what they started. If that's even possible. Do you have a question?
So, we're in a Discovery episode.
We were
I'm
so
probably gonna have to
close
watch
to this.
Discovery even though I don't want to
failure.
understand what is going on here.
To death. We need to set up the phase discriminators at that console. Good. Now we need to prepare the stasis beams at that console. So far, so good. We need to use that console to prime the EMP next. Almost finished. Use that console to align the containment field. We've set up the trap. Now all it needs is the bait. Me. You'll need to go back to the previous room, close the door, and turn off the vents. Yes. Assuming things go as they did before, the Red Angel will appear in time to save my life. When that happens, activate the trap.
So this happened before, so yeah, this is an episode of Discovery.
I've done all I can with these ancient phase discriminators. We should have the power we need for this little stunt. But we're only getting one shot, so make it count. No pressure. Ready when you are, Commander.
Right. Do it.
Initiate sequence on my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait, abort! Do not engage. Picking up a massive surge of tachyon radiation.
She's here! Do it! Do it now!
Activate the phase discriminators. Activating EMP.
What are you doing? We don't have time for this. Discovery is gone. We have to deal with it ourselves. We have to stop Control now, or it all ends.
Now we have 2 burn-ups. This will be interesting. I get the feeling you were expecting someone else in that suit, Commander.
Yes. My mother. She designed the suit with my father and used it to escape a Klingon attack. In doing so, she learned how Control ended all life in the future. After that, she used the suit to try and stop that from happening. Clearly, in this reality, that task has fallen to me. Transfer the sphere data to my suit so I can take it into the future, where Control can never find it. We need to act fast. Control is on its way here now. This needs to happen before it arrives. How? The sensor log said Discovery went down with all hands.
Struggle is pointless.
Dude, what? Is that Control?
Control's using members of Discovery's crew as shock troops. I leave the field, I'll return to the future. You'll have to fight Control without me.
That's what Control is?
Control can't be killed with regular weapons. We need to do something unconventional. Try to magnetize the floor. It'll disrupt it. Weaken it and lure it to me. I'll distract it while you give it a magnetic shock. It'll take several shocks to finish it for good.
Okay. Figure out how to do that.
It's weakened. Lead it to the platform. I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor.
Not a bad way to destroy it. Ow!
It's weakened. Lead it to the platform. It's distracted. Give it another blast. Magnetize the floor again. Good.
Oh, this is annoying. Holy crap! Yoing!
Hurry! Magnetize the floor! Finish it off!
Use the force power.
Down! Control is using nanites to take over the future version of me. If that happens, it'll gain access to the sphere data.
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites. This should prevent Control from accessing the sphere data through her, but it'll alter her biosignature. She won't be compatible with the suit if this works.
Too risky. The suit could wind up trapped here. Given time, Control could find a way to access the sphere data. We need to think about destroying the data. Purge it from the suit before Control can access it.
I could do that, but losing that data, all of that knowledge gone forever. Consider this. The means of eliminating Control could be held within the sphere data as well. Deleting it could be a fatal mistake. Get ready. This is gonna sting. A lot.
Do it. That's a little more than a damn sting.
Get it right. Resistance is futile.
Oh, that happened.
She's dead. The sphere data is gone as well. Shock of removing it must have been too much for her. I just watched myself die.
Unfortunately, we have a new problem. At the end, before it beamed out, I think what was left of Control merged with some of my nanites. Yeah, and now there's a Borg Control hybrid version of me running loose somewhere. Whatever the Excalbians are doing here needs to stop now.
Rest easy. The trial of ESOP 4 has come to an end. My apologies, friends. These events must have taken a heavy toll upon all of you. We should return to speak with Yarnik now. Let us leave this place. Come along, my friends.
How quickly you extinguished a wealth of knowledge. And to what end? Your decision to eliminate the data also claimed the life of the Red Angel. Control continues to exist, and the fate you sought to prevent will still come to pass.
Preventing Control from gaining access to the sphere data was a just and necessary action, despite the cost. While the entity continues to exist, it is vulnerable. Precious time was purchased this day, time that, God willing, will allow brave souls to find a way to stop Control and bring an end to its inhuman march of destruction.
I have my concerns regarding this trial. Yarnik isn't a very impartial judge, and he's clearly a prominent figure in Excalbian society. If his opinion of our actions continues downward, the situation could become volatile in a hurry. Still, it could be worse. We still have time to present our case here. Hopefully we will win some Excalbian hearts and minds in the process.
I have been informed that Yarnik and the others wish to privately discuss the results of the trials. You are free to return to your vessel, or remain here until the recess reaches its conclusion. Once that happens, you will be summoned to continue the trial. How would you like to proceed?
As much as I'd like to see what a ship of this time period is like, I feel like we should stay here. We might have the opportunity to speak with Excalbians other than Yarnek and see what they think of all this.
I'm not as optimistic as Commander Burnham when it comes to the Excalbians. Returning to the ship has its benefits. I could use a drink. Several, actually. I leave the decision to you.
I gotta go lunch, and I'll be back a little later to complete the rest of this and start on Civil War, Klingon Civil War. So, thank you everyone. Bye-bye.